What's going on, guys? So today I have my HDP50 Generation 2. I've been trying to not necessarily break the factory detents, but I've been trying to figure out how many shots you can get out of the factory detent, which is the there's a little rubber piece inside of here that holds the ball in the barrel, and it keeps the balls from falling out the barrel. Like if you held the marker like this, they'll just fall out. If once that piece breaks, that the balls will fall out. My original Generation 1's the detent broke after about 100 shots, or like 80 shots. So far, I think the last time I counted, I had 175 shots going through this guy with like different size ammunitions. So today I'm going to use the cheap like Lambid store Amazon orange balls. I'm going to use the white T4E quick access balls, and I'm going to use aluminum balls from Alien Play, also from Amazon, and then I'm going to use these half-inch steel ball bearings, also from Amazon. So far I used my caliper on the white QAB balls, the white ones, and they were the smallest balls so far. I think they were like 12.4 millimeters, possibly. I had to check it again, but those were about 12.4 or 12.3 maybe. The orange ones are like 12.5, 12.6. It's kind of hard to get a measurement with the caliper, but it's pretty much like 12.6, the orange ones. And these aluminum Alien Play balls are about 12.5 millimeters, and these half-inch steel ball bearings are 12.7 millimeters, using my caliper. So basically the white ones are the smallest, aluminums are second smallest, the orange ones are the second largest, and these steel ball bearings are the largest out of all these 50 cal ammos that I have that work for this. So for this first time, or these first couple shots, I'm going to use a CO2 cartridge, shoot some cans, use the plastic, see if it goes through, because I did that a couple weeks ago, almost a month ago. I used my airline and air tank adapter thing, and it went through completely, like no problem at all. The Gen 2 is pretty good straight out the box. You don't have to do any modifications or anything to it. So this one, stock, it had that CO2 restrictor in there, and it also had the valve block that's usually right here that restricts airflow. That was removed. So I got a Crossman cart right here. I'm going to put a little drop of oil on her, and then load up the orange balls and shoot this can. So I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm all set up. I got my HDP50. I haven't punctured it yet. I put one drop of oil on the CO2 cartridge, and I'm still really lightly oiling this thing because I don't want it to leak. Previously I had put a little bit too much silicone spray down the valve, and it was kind of leaking and stuff, so I'll see what this is doing. No leaking or anything, it's fine. So I have the orange 1.4 gram plastic balls. I'm gonna shoot the can, and I'll reload and shoot again. So I'm standing like pretty much like right here, and from that can to about here, like this area is like 12 feet or about 4 footsteps. So here we go. I'm gonna check that out real quick. All right, I hit the side. It definitely went through. Damn, it went through the back. So there's the ball in there. So that tore through this thing pretty easy. I'll do this side. Typically with those orange balls, this HDP50 hits about I think like 13 joules, maybe 14 if it's a little bit warmer. I forgot to mention it's about 60 degrees Fahrenheit out here. I don't know what the Celsius equivalent is, but I'll probably just put it in the video on the text. So yeah, second shot. So that one came back, hit me in the shirt. It didn't hurt because it was a ricochet, but here's the ball. and dented the crap out of the top of it. Didn't go through on that one, but I mean, it's not bad for a $100 home defense pistol. That's what HDP stands for. Plus, you don't have to modify this current generation, so decent power out the box. $100. Can't really beat it. So I'll zoom in a little bit. Maybe you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, third shot. Check that out. Hit it down here, and it went in the can, and it popped a hole. It didn't go through the back, so that's the entrance wound right there. Didn't go through. I don't see any like denting on that side or any random little marks or anything that would suggest it dented somewhere else inside the can on the back end of that hit, like where exit wound should be. I don't see anything like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep firing, and then I'll probably hook up the air line and shoot this thing again. So fourth shot, or fifth, maybe one of the two. I think it's the fourth. I don't know. I'm gonna shoot it again. All right, I think that's it for the. Maybe I got one more. I'll look at it later. All right, so one ball there, one ball here. I believe I shot this edge, or no, I shot the front. So I hit the front on the first shot. I think it blew through the front. Yeah, it fucked that thing up. And then it turned kind of, and I must have hit it right there. Because that's a new rip right there where the ball's touching. So yeah, pretty much one shot dented, and then all the other shots pierced through the can. And I think one of them went through all the way to the back also. So I'm gonna get I'm gonna reload my HDP50, switch out the can. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I got one more shot on the same follower tube thing. I turned the can upside down, or like laid it on its side, and I'm gonna try to shoot the bottom of the can. So this is my last shot with the first CO2 cartridge. Pretty sure I hit it. I don't know where the ball went, but it definitely bounced back toward me. And oh yeah, pegged it right in the middle. So yeah, I definitely hit it, but didn't go through. You can see the dent right there in the middle of the screen. And yeah, I'm gonna switch out the can. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, switched out the can. I'm still using the same CO2 cartridge. So this is shot 7 through 12, and I loaded up aluminum balls in here, and I'll see if I can penetrate this bean can I got over here. I'll zoom in and take some shots. So if it falls over, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll just leave it. So first shot. Check out what I did. Definitely moved. That pegged it. That went in. Went through the back side possibly, and it's right there. So I don't know if it went through. It doesn't look like it had a big enough of a hole. So it probably hit the back and then bounced up or something. But the ball's right here regardless. So first shot, I'll turn this clean edge and fire again right now. All right, you guys, second shot, aluminum balls. So that one's inside the can because I could hear it rattling around after I shot. And that one was right here. There's the ball. Here's the entrance wound. Dent back there, but no piercing through. It is cracked. There's a slight crack in there. I don't know if you can pick that up. So there's a line going through that dent. So yeah, went through. So that's pretty much 2 shots bounced off with the plastic. One hit up here on plastic, and one hit here on plastic, and it bounced off. So far, these aluminum balls, even though it's the second sort of like magazine with the same CO2, they're still busting through. So see if I can peg this thing again. Accuracy is pretty damn good on this thing for this like 12-foot distance. It's hitting on point pretty much. That one went kind of like ricocheted that way. I'll find it later. So that one didn't penetrate, but it did put a pretty good crack and bump through there. So that's pretty much where I was aiming. I think I was aiming like right here, but when I pulled, I must have pulled to the right a little bit. So yeah, pretty decent. I'll shoot this side right here. I'll go find that ball really quick. All right, you guys, I found the ball. So that's 3 shots, 9 total with this first CO2. Here's another shot. That one went in. Bounced back. I think that one bounced off also. So that was all 6 shots from the follower tube. And I'm going to check out what's going on over here. So one of them went in. That was probably this one. And then I think this was the second and third, or like, you know, 5th and 6th shot. It just dented the crap out of it, but it didn't go through. So it's pretty decent. I mean, it's only a 50 cal. I want to try this with Assault Supply S2 just to see if I get a penetration every single shot, or because it's a big 68 caliber round, if it's not really going to penetrate but just dent the shit out of that thing. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I got the last shot 13 through 18 in my HDP50. I have not changed the CO2, and I got the aluminum balls back in here. I found all 6 of the balls, so it's good. So I'm just gonna shoot this, see how many shots I get out of it. Usually I get 15 to 18 shots with this Gen 2 HDP50 stock out the box. So yeah, that was 18 shots, definitely less power, and then that 19th shot was just kind of like a little poof. I still haven't gotten used to using the this degas cap. I'm still used to pushing the button, so I got to get into the habit of using this cap right here to degas. All right, you guys, I got the tank adapter on here. I have my CO2 tank on here. This thing has I haven't weighed it since yesterday when I used the A5 with it, but it has I'm gonna guess like 150 grams of CO2. And like I said earlier, it's not that warm out here. It's like 60 degrees. I'm just gonna shoot stuff through this because yeah, I want to get a shot count and then see when my detent, factory detent, actually breaks. It might not ever break, I don't know. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm still 12 feet away or whatever. I'm not chronoing any of this because I just want to get a detent shot count, and I already know that this thing hits like 13 joules or whatever stock out the box. I still have the restrictor in here, and there are currently 5 stainless steel ball bearings, or not stainless steel but chrome steel ball bearings in there, so they're like 8.4 grams. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot this thing. So right now I'm at 18 shots plus 176, so I'm almost at 200 shots. So there goes 5. Here's 6 more shots. These are aluminum balls. Let me fix my zoom really quick. So aluminum balls, 6 more. All right, you guys, I added up all the shots so far, and I'm at about 205 on the factory detent with various rounds, restrictor out, restrictor in, like a bunch of different variations in like speed and power and ball sizes and stuff. So pretty much it seems like it's more reliable than the Gen 1 off of this first 200 shots, because my Gen 1 was already broken. The detent was already broken by like shot 80. So here's 6 more rounds. These are the plastic or like nylon balls. So that was 6. All right, you guys, I got the T4E quick access balls, QAB, in there, and I got 6 of them. I'm just gonna shoot. One of my flashlights keeps dying, so I have to get new batteries pretty soon. So here we go, 6 more shots. All right, you guys, I got 6 more orange nylon balls in here, so this will be another 6 shots to the factory detent. So that was 6. I'm gonna pause it really quick. All right, guys, so it's degassed now. I took the remote line off, obviously you can see it over there, and then found all the balls except for like 1 or 2 orange ones. So yeah, right now this HDP50 Gen 2 is at 223 shots with the factory detent and various size ammunitions and different power ratings, I guess you could call it, because I've shot this with the restrictor out, and that makes it hit like, depending what type of ammo you're using, 18 to 30 joules almost. Usually with the aluminum balls, if I take that little restrictor out of there, that shiny thing that's making the camera all fuzzy and not focusing correctly, if I take that out, aluminum balls will get about 20 joules, 21 joules with this setup. If I'm using a CO2 cartridge, it might just get like 1 shot at 20 joules and then go down pretty fast. If you take this restrictor out, and then when the restrictor's out and I shoot these steel ball bearings, I think one time it was shooting like 28, 29, 30 joules, like really damn high with this CO2 tank. I'll have to try it with HPA to see if it changes joule ratings or speeds or whatever, because in some of my markers it does make a difference, and in other markers the CO2 usually does more speed, has higher speeds, higher joule ratings. It just depends. Basically most of my Umarex products perform the same on CO2 or HPA when I remove restrictors and stuff, and then once I put a restrictor in the handle, the HPA seems to be less powerful than the CO2, and all my HPA tanks are 800 psi output, so like that's what I'm working with. I'm probably not going to get an 1100 psi tank, because that can go up to 1100 psi or like 1200 if it's hot. If it's hot outside and if the CO2 tank is full, it'll basically be getting like 1200 psi or like at least 1100 on a warm day with a full tank. Even on a warm day with like a half full tank, it'll still be putting out like 1000 or like 950 psi, which is more than the HPA tanks that I have. So I live near here, so I can go to the store, physically go to the store and get this refilled. This is CO2, and yeah, I can get my air tanks refilled at Ansgear too. There's a few paintball fields near me that I can get my air tanks, HPA tanks filled, and it's only like a couple dollars. So yeah, so far it's been very reliable. As long as you don't over oil this, it's perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine. And yeah, I've had no bad experience with this except for when I put too much silicone spray down here. So this has been working fine. Haven't had any issues. I put some grease on the threads and on the O-ring right there, and I haven't had any leaking or hissing or anything with my Gen 2 puncture cap. But yeah, I would definitely, if you guys are new to the game and you don't know what to get and you don't want to spend like a buttload of money, I would definitely recommend the Generation 2 over the Gen 1 HDP50, because you don't have to, out the box, you don't have to do anything to this. And this is pretty much performing almost on par with like a Burna SD. And the Burna SD is like 4 times the cost. But yeah, I mean, if you have the money, get the Burna or Assault Supply or the Pistol X68. But for $100 plus tax, and you don't have to do anything to this, it's pretty good out the box. And then ammo's cheap as hell on Amazon, or even if you buy on Home Defense 24 or something, it's not as cheap, but the quality is probably better. And like riot balls and stuff, 50 caliber riot balls, the steel core with the PVC exterior, that's one thing I need to buy, because these are 1.4 grams, 1.3 grams. These are 2.7, I believe, the aluminum balls, 2.7, and then these are 8.4 grams. So if I got the riot balls, it would be like that 3.5-4 gram weight that I would want for 50 cal. So I'll probably get those eventually. But yeah, right now, as it stands, I have about 233 shots on the factory detent. No issues, hasn't broken. I have replacement ones ready to go in the event that it does finally break or tear or whatever. But yeah, thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you guys next time.